Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Is my voice is clear to all of you guys? Guys, please check it. All of you get my voice on screen. Is my voice is clear to all of you? Yeah. All right. Good morning, guys. And can you check it? What we completed in the last session? What we completed in the last session? I think we are discussing about steps to prepare first Java application. That part we are discussing. Tell me, guys, then what are the various steps we required to prepare first Java application? First one is what? Download and install Java software. Second one is what? Download and install Java editor. Then what next one? Open Java editor, write Java program. Then what next one? Save Java file. Then what next one? Compile Java file. Then after that, execute Java application. So these are the various steps that we understood clearly. All right, sir. Good. Then yesterday, what we started there, already we completed download and install Java software. After that, download and install Java editor. After that, after completion of this, open Java editor and write Java program. Okay. Then after that, save Java file. After that, we need to compile the Java program. Just in the compilation part, just introduction I've given. But how we are able to perform compilation, I have not discussed it with you clearly. Am I right? All right, so now before going to start our today's content, first of all, give clarity to me. Give clarity to me. If you want to write any Java application, if you want to write Java applications, minimum Java program, what we have to write, what we have to do. First of all, we need to take Java. That means we need to take a class or not. One class is mandatory or not. Inside this class, what we require there now? Tell me. Inside this class, what we require now? Tell me. We required main method. One class, and inside this class, main method is required. Okay, fine. We are able to take that class now. We are able to take that main method. Inside this main method only, we can provide our application logic. That's okay. Good. Next one is we need to save Java file. How it is possible to save Java file actually? How it is possible to save Java file? What are the rules and regulations to save Java file? Two rules and regulations are available to save Java file. What are the two rules and regulations to save Java file? First one is if our Java file contains any public element like a public class or public abstract class or public interface, then we must save that Java file with a public element name only. We must save the Java file with a public element name only. If no element is public in our Java file, current Java file, then it is possible to save Java file with any name. Then it is possible to save Java file with any name. No conditions on it. It is possible to save Java file with any name like abc.java, xyz.java. Like this we can use. But where one suggestion was provided by Java, what is that suggestion here? Instead of saving Java file with any other name, it is suggestible to save Java file with a main class name. In which class we wrote that main method, with that class name only we have to save that present Java file. Sir, got it or not? Right, so they are the rules and regulations here. We understood clearly. Next one is after that, I have asked a few questions there clearly. What are the various questions here I have asked there? Is it possible to declare more than one public class in a single Java file? Is it possible to declare more than one public class in single Java file? Possible or not possible? Not possible. Why it is not possible? Tell me what is the reason here, no? If we declare more than one public class in a single Java file, as per the rule, we have to save the Java file with two names. But no operating system allows to save any file with two names. Every file should have exactly one name, not more than one name, not possible. So because of that reason, not possible to declare more than one public class in a single Java file. That we understood clearly. Next one is it possible to declare more than one class in a single file, in a single Java file? Possible to declare more than one class in a single Java file or not? Yes. Possible or not possible? Yes, it is possible. It is possible. But, that means what is the suggestion here now? Okay, it is possible, but more than one public element is not allowed. That's okay. More than one public class is not allowed. That's okay. But there I given one suggestion. What was that suggestion there? No, we can write any number of classes in a single Java file. Always it is suggestible to keep one class in one file. Per file, only one class we have to write. Then that is suggestible clearly. If we open any real-time application development, in general, we are going to declare every class as a public. When I declare a class is a public, then automatically that file name should be what now? Public class. That means that file name and class name is same now. Automatically that file name is representing the respective class which is there inside that file. So automatically we can understand by seeing that file name itself, we can understand what class is available inside that respective file. What is the purpose of that respective class there in our Java applications. Automatically we are able to get some kind of impression by seeing this kind of notation. So because of that reason, Java has given clear-cut suggestion for us. Better to provide one class in one file. 10 classes if you want to write, we have to declare 10 number of files. For each and every file, better to write only one class. That's it. Right, sir. Next one. After completion of this particular content here, then what I am giving clarity, observe carefully. Next one is after that, right, sir. Right, sir. Right. Next one is what? Then after that, after completion of this particular next part is like what? No, compile Java file. Compile Java file. That's okay, fine. What is the requirement to compile Java file? That part I discussed there. Now tell me guys, two reasons I have given about to compile our Java file. What are the two reasons why? Here we are given, right, compile Java file part here, no? Right, sir. First one is what? To translate Java program from source code to bytecode and to check developers' mistakes in the present Java application. Because of these two reasons, we need to perform what? Compilation. Then how we are able to perform compilation, sir? Now tell me, to compile Java file, we have to use which command here? Java C command, Java C tool. Java C is reflecting Java compiler. Right, sir. Java C file name dot Java that we have to provide. Example also here we provided Java C space tester.java. Okay, fine. Then after that, I want to give some internals of this compilation process. Now try to understand these internals clearly. I given one diagram also clearly. What was the diagram here I given there? Observe carefully. What was the diagram here I given? Initially, I have taken C drive. Inside the C drive, Java folder. That means I installed operating system. Along with that operating system, we are getting command prompt. That's okay. Then we installed Java software. Inside the C drive only, I installed Java software. Under C drive, Java folder is existed. Inside this Java folder, like JDK and JRE, two folders are existed. Inside this JDK 1.8 version, bin folder is available. Inside this bin folder only, all the Java commands are existed. All Java commands are existed. If you want to see that practical, already we installed Java software. Am I right or not? In a C drive, inside this Java, in JDK 1.8.0 in bin folder, if you open it, number of tools are coming or not? Number of batch files or exe files. All these are Java commands only. We can check this Java C. We can check this Java C in somewhere else. Java H, Java C is available. This is what no Java C command actually. I think it's not visible for you. Don't worry. But there, all the tools are available. We can search for Java C, Java, Java P, Java Doc, everything inside what no bin folder. Everything what no bin folder. But what people are doing in general, one mistake no, all Java commands are available inside this bin folder. But people are trying to save their programs inside this bin folder and they're trying to compile the program, they're trying to execute the program. This is not right approach. This is not right approach. Why? Because we are saving a program inside this bin folder in the sense we are trying to save the program. We are trying to run the program inside the Java software, part of the Java software. But don't do that. What we have to do, your Java software is available inside our C drive. At a D drive or E drive, we can prepare our program there. That program we have to execute by using Java compiler. Okay, then Java compiler must be dragged to the D drive or something else. For that purpose only we have set that path environment variable. When we set path environment variable to this bin drive, automatically bin folder, automatically all Java commands are available at any location of our computer now. Once we install Java software in our drive there, in our system, if we set path environment variable to this bin folder, automatically the total Java software is available throughout our computer. At any location we can access Java C, at any location we can access JVM, at any location we can access Java Doc and all. So because of that reason, try to prepare all of your programs in a particular location, not inside the bin folder of the JDK software. This is wrong analysis what you are doing at present. Don't follow this. This is not at all recommended. So for example, at present I have only one class, one file. So we are able to save it. Okay, it's not giving any confusion for it. But in my application, 100 classes are available. 100 Java files I have to prepare and 100 dot class files I need to get. But just assume it in this bin folder, if we keep 100 number of Java files, 100 number of dot class files along with these .exe files, getting confusion or not? Maybe in the worst case, if I want to remove your Java program, how we are going to filter out your elements from this particular bin folder content? No, it's a somewhat difficult or not. So that's it is not at all suggestible. Because of this reason, it is not at all suggestible to keep the total program inside the bin folder. Of course, in the colleges might be as per our academic requirements might be the trainers might be give this type of information, but this is not recommended in the real-time application development. See, understand it now. Preparing an application in the sense, what is the meaning of it now? What's the meaning of preparing an application here? Actually, preparing a separate folder in a separate location. There only we have to write the total application. Understand my point here? But you're keeping your program inside the bin folder in the sense is a part of the Java or not? It seems. We need to think like this only. I need to prepare an application in the sense I have to prepare a separate folder in a location. But we are keeping your program inside the bin folder in the sense it's a part of the Java software or not. Now your program is acting as a part of the Java software or not. So it may corrupt your Java software also. So because of this reason, don't try to keep any file or anything explicitly into the bin folder of our JDK. If you do that, it is almost all equal to wrong cases totally. That means inappropriate programming part here. Okay, leave it. And then after that, after completion of this, then what next one here we have to do there? All right, sir, I prepared my Java program under Java 830 folder inside the D drive, where I have taken tester.java. Just have taken a class test, public static void main, string array, args, and some lines of code here we provided. Is sir, got it or not? Okay, fine. Observe carefully. All right, sir. Now program is ready, operating system is ready, then Java software is ready. Please remember this. So far, I have not set any path environment variable. Have I set any path environment variable in this diagram? No, I have not set any path environment variable. Getting my point or not? Okay, I have not set any path environment variable. Please remember this. Now, I want to compile this program. Everybody put more concentration here. Somewhat internals I am talking now. Everybody put more concentration. I want to compile this program. Tell me what is the first step if you want to compile the program there? Open the command prompt. In the command prompt, go to the location where we saved our Java file. Tell me at which location I saved my Java file? D:/Java 830. In a separate drive or not? In a D drive, I saved my Java file. Am I right or not? Observe carefully. So in my command prompt, I will go to that location. I must go to that location. Wherever Java files are existed, go to that location. Okay. You know already how to navigate from C drive to D drive. For example, if your current position is C drive and administrator something else, no, D:, click on enter button, it will come to D drive. If you want to open any folder there in command prompt, cd space folder name, automatically we will enter into that folder. Like this, if multiple subfolders are available, multiple times we have to type cd space that folder's name. So automatically will go inside like what now? A respective folder. Yes, sir, got it or not? Right, sir. Now observe carefully. Now I need to go for d colon slash Java 830, Java 830 that we have to provide. Then in this location, if I want to compile this program, then what's the command here we have to use there? Java C space, what's the file name here? No, tested.java. Along with Java C command, what we have to provide, sir? File name or not? Along with the Java C command, we must provide what? File name or not? File name dot Java. File name dot Java. Please remember this clearly. Okay, file name dot Java I provided. I clicked on enter button. Please, all of you observe carefully. Some internal concept is going on now. When we click on Java C space tester.java on command prompt there, immediately operating system will come into the picture. Operating system will take Java C command. Whatever the command name we specified on command prompt, operating system will take this command. Operating system will search for this command in its internal commands list. My Windows operating system has its own set of commands like cd folder name. Yes, sir, got my point or not? Next one is like what? No, mkdir, something else. Some different commands are existed here. Copy command or different commands are existed here. No? So first operating system will take this Java C command. Operating system will search for this Java C command in its internal commands list. If it is not available in the internal commands list, if Java C is not available in the internal command list, immediately what operating system will think? Immediately operating system will think it is not the internal part of the Windows operating system. It may be the internal part of some explicit software which was installed on the top of the operating system. Still operating system is not confirmed where Java C. First of all, directly operating system will search for Java C in its internal commands list. If it is available, well and good, that will be executed. Internal command only if it is existed. If it is not available in the internal command list of the Windows operating system, immediately operating system will think this is not the part of operating system. This command may be the part of some explicit software which was installed on the top of the operating system. Got it or not? Operating system will think in this direction. Okay, now what is the task for operating system? Now operating system has to identify in which software, at which location the Java C is available. Now operating system has to identify in which software, at which location in our system the Java C command is available. Operating system has to identify that. To know the location of the Java C, to know the location where Java C is existed, to know that internally operating system will go to the path environment variable. Internally operating system will go to the path environment variable. First it will go to the path environment variable at local temporary setup. First it will check for the path environment variable at temporary setup. Temporary setup in the sense what we typed set a path is good something on our command prompt. That is what no temporary setup. First operating system will search for the path environment variable at local. If a path environment variable is existed at local, then operating system will go to the respective locations. There it will search for the respective Java C command. For example, if a temporary setup is not existed, temporarily we have not set a path environment variable. Now operating system will go to which location there? No, permanent setup. Operating system will go to like what? No, permanent setup. In a permanent setup, operating system will search for path environment variable. In a permanent setup, operating system will search for what? No, path environment variable. There it will search for the path environment variable. If there also be path environment variable is not available, There also be path environment variable. Okay, for example, path environment variable is exist or not exist secondary. Okay, path environment variable is existed. There, operating system will take all the locations of the path environment variable. Path is equal to some locations already existed now. Operating system will go to each and every location which were assigned to the path environment variable. The operating system will go to each and every location of the path environment variable. To the path environment variable, some locations already we specified. So operating system will go to each and every location of the path environment variable. At each and every location of the path environment variable, operating system will search for Java C. If it is not existed there, if it is not existed there, at all the locations, if a Java C command is not existed, for example, if a Java C command is not existed at all the locations which are referred by path environment variable, then immediately operating system will give a message on command prompt. What is that message on the command prompt here? Java C cannot be recognized as an internal command or an external command or an operable program or a batch file. Come on, what is the message that operating system is able to display in command prompt? No, Java C cannot be recognized as, cannot be resolved, cannot be recognized as an internal program, internal command or an external program, external command or an operable program or a batch file. So Java C is not any of these. So what I have to do? I didn't identify the Java C command, but what I have to do there? That operating system will give that hands out situation to us. Whenever we are getting Java C cannot be recognized as an internal command or an external command or an operable program or a batch file. When we are getting this message now, what we have to understand as a user of this particular Java software, what can I understand by seeing that message now? Even though I install Java software in my computer, but operating system doesn't know the location where Java C is available. But I installed, and moreover, as the user of this Java software, I know where Java C is available. As you install Java software, you must know where Java C is available. Where Java C is available now, tell me at which location Java C is available. C:/Java/JDK/bin. Inside the bin, it's available. That you know already. With that intention only, we installed Java software. That you must know. Sir, got my point or not? Sir, I installed Java software, but I don't know where my Java C is available. In the sense, it is a suicide case for you. Sir, am I right or not? Okay, then immediately what we have to do? We have to tell that information to the operating system or not. Alright, you checked Java C at different locations and finally you confirmed that no Java C is available in my computer. Like this, you are giving information to me, but I know the location where Java C is available. I'm telling to you the location of Java C. You go there and execute that Java C. That information we have to tell to the operating system. How we are able to give that information to the operating system? Apply your minimum common sense. How it is possible to give that information there? It is very clear. Operating system by default will search for the locations at the path environment variable or not. By default, operating system is searching for Java C at the locations referred by path environment variable or not. By default, operating system is coming to that path environment variable locations or not. Now set that Java C location to the path environment variable. If we set Java C location to the path environment variable, automatically operating system will come to that location when it search for the Java C at the locations referred by path environment variable. Automatically operating system will come to that location as we set that location of path environment variable. There it will identify Java C and it will execute the Java C. Sir, all of you are getting my point or not? So because of that reason, we have to set a path environment variable or not. What we have to set there, path environment variable here we have to set or not. And simply here I want to say error, for example, error Java C cannot recognize something else, some error here we are getting there. Enter error message is not required. Okay, fine. Whenever we are getting this error message, then what we have to do, what I said, then operating system is not aware about the locations where Java C is available. So we have to tell to the operating system where Java C is available. Then immediately what we have to do, sir, now tell me d:/Java 830. There we have to use what command we have to provide there. If you want to tell to the operating system where my Java C is available, then what is the command here we have to use there? Set path is equal to, tell me what is that location, guys? Now tell me d:// and so on and so on and so on, where JDK, of course in the next line I'm writing that JDK One minute. Space may not be sufficient. JDK version is available. JDK. Then what next one here? Bin. We have to set or not? Bin we have to set or not? C:/Java/JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202 and slash bin. That path here we have to set or not? Come on, guys. You have to answer for my questions here. Okay, fine. So we need to set a path environment variable. I'm asking one more question to you, the same question to you again. Try to answer for it. What is the requirement to set a path environment variable to bin location? What is the requirement to set a path environment variable to bin location? To tell to the operating system, to convey to the operating system where javac command is available. I'm trying to use javac command and command prompt. So you should know the location where javac is available. So this is a location where javac is existed. When I use javac command and command prompt, without checking at any other locations, directly you have to come for this location. There you can search for javac. There it is available. You can pick up and we can execute it. Javac is a program. That's it. Javac is what now? It's a program. But almost equal to batch file only. Batch file or .exe file. Both are almost the same. .exe file in the sense execution file. Application. Instead of saying .exe file, it is an application. That's it. You already aware about it. How batch files are executed. When batch file is available, just if you type batch file name and command prompt, automatically batch file is executed or not. Similarly, Javac. Javac is a program name that contains Java compiler. So that command, if you write that file name on that command prompt, automatically that file will be executed. By the execution of that file, automatically Java compilation will be started. Automatically what is going to be started there? Java compilation. Okay, fine. Now observe carefully. Okay, sir. Good. All of you understand this clearly. Observe carefully. Fine. Operating system will come to the path environment variable. Already we set path environment variable to bin location. Operating system will go to the bin location. C drive, Java, JDK 1.8 version and bin folder. Right. Inside this, operating system will search for javac. Now javac is existed or not existed? Javac is existed or not existed? Existed. When javac is identified at this location, immediately operating system will execute javac command. Operating system will execute what now? Javac command. The javac command will start Java compilation process. Javac command will run Java compiler software. Javac command will run Java compiler software internally. Now Java compiler will come into the picture. Java compiler is active now. Now Java compiler will come to the command prompt. Java compiler will come to the command prompt. Guys, just give a minute of time. Now here, after setting this path here, what we have to do there? D:/Java 830. Again, we have to use Java C space tester.java or not? Our setting path here, we have to type this one or not? Okay, observe carefully. Now here, whenever we type this particular one, now Java compiler will come to the current location. Java compiler will come to the current location. What is this current location? D:/Java 830, where Java compiler software is running already. Now Java compiler, what it is doing, I'm talking now. Java compiler will come to the command prompt. Java compiler will take the location of the current location. What is this current location? D:/Java 830, where Java compiler will search for tester.java. Java compiler will search for what now? Tester.java. Now tester.java file is existed or not existed? Existed or not existed? For example, if it is not available, if tester.java file is not available at the specified location, immediately compiler will give a message to that user. What is that message that compiler is able to provide there? Now that message is javac file not found tester.java. What is that message here we are getting there? Javac file not found tester.java. Whatever the file name you type it here, tester.java, that file is not existed at current location. Please try to cross check it. The tester.java file is not existed at a current location. So if file is not available, then how I can perform this compilation? No? The compiler will give a question mark to us. By seeing that message, what is our thinking now? I think so maybe file does not exist there at the current location, or maybe file name and whatever the name I typed in the command prompt, file name, both may not be matched. Any spelling mistake might be happened in my file name. We have to cross check it. If the file is not existed really, prepare a file at the respective location. If you have any spelling mistake in the file name one while typing this test.java at command prompt, try to cross check it. If any mistake is available, try to correct it and again compile it. When we compile it, that entire process is going on. Then immediately, finally, when compiler may identify that test.java file at the respective location, d:/java 830 there. If test.java file is available, then immediately compiler will start compilation from starting point of the file to ending point of the file. Right from comment section, not even comment section, right from package section to up to the end of the main class section. Right from starting point to ending point of the file, the total compilation will be generated. Compilation will be performed. Right from starting point to ending point of the program, the total compilation will be performed. Right. While in the compilation, if compiler identifies any error in the compilation process, if compiler identifies any error, then immediately it will display that error message on command prompt. How many number of errors are identified by the compiler throughout the compilation? All the compilation errors will be displayed on a command prompt. All the errors at a time will be displayed on command prompt. Not like one by one. No. All the errors will be tracked at a time. All the error messages will be displayed at a time on the command prompt. For example, my program is 100% correct. No errors are identified inside my program. No errors are existed inside my program. If no errors are identified inside my program, inside our program, then immediately compiler will finish its compilation part. Then immediately compiler will generate a .class files. Compiler will generate what now? .class files. When .class files are generated, almost all our compilation part is completed clearly. This is the total internal story. When we type Java C space test.java, what is going to be happen internally? This much of story is going on internally. I think you understood clearly all my points, right? All of you are getting 100% knowledge on my topic today, right? So can I go for execution process now? How many of you are saying next to directly go for execution? Please raise your hands now. How many of you are saying, okay, sir, we understood clearly. Then go to the next topic. Please raise your hands. Can I ask questions to you? Those who raise your hands, can I ask questions to you? Who are ready to answer for my question? Okay, fine. Wait 1 minute. Right, sir. Right, sir. Can I ask questions now? I think the only 3 members are giving confidently. Yes, sir, you can ask the questions, but remaining members are not confident. So anyway, for the sake of getting majority of the members, let me explain one more time. Let me explain one more time. Can you repeat one more time this compile processor? Good, nice. If people are asking like that, then I feel very happy. At a time, if you understand the concepts, no. At a time, if you understand, on a single attempt, if you understand my subject, no, not required to attend my classes. Better to leave from my classes. You are unfit for my classes. At a time, if you understand 100% my subject, not required to attend for my classes. I'll give video support. You can check that videos. You can leave the classes. Don't worry. But those who are not understanding at a time in my classes, you are suitable for my classes and you are the right Java developers. Okay? I think so. Even if I ask anybody else to come here to explain the total process, definitely may have a number of problems. I know that. Okay, sir. Almost all 1 year after I analyzed this total process, sir. Nearly 1 year after I analyzed it. By thinking, and by open the Java software, by seeing that Java, see, internal operable programs and all, after that all, I got this complete awareness. That's why I'm talking about this total scenario in a single attempt now. Otherwise, it may not be possible for anybody else on a single attempt. Whatever it may be. Let me explain the total content once again. Right, sir. The class loaders and heap memories and everything will come at runtime, not at compilation time. Understand it now? Just I'm talking about only compilation time. When we type Java C space test.java, what is going to be happen? That only I'm talking. That's enough. Okay. Now let's try to understand this clearly. Right, sir. Observe carefully. And one more point I'm telling to you guys. If we use IDE, no need to compile explicitly. Am I right or not? But internal thing is IDE will compile the program internally. Again, compilation is required inside that IDE. IDE will compile our program. IDE is having some mechanisms to compile the program directly while typing the program. That IDE is a software, it will manage it. But really compilation is required. Without compilation of the program, bytecode will not be generated. Whether we are compiling it or IDE compiling it, that doesn't matter. But internally or explicitly, program must be compiled. It is mandatory. Okay, leave this point here clearly. Guys, understand it. 5 more minutes of time. Now try to understand this clearly. All right, sir. It's very clear. For example, initially, without setting any path environment variable, without doing anything, just I installed operating system, I installed Java software. At the time of installation of Java software, what I should know? I must know where Java C is available. That is our minimum responsibility. Where Java C is available, sir, now tell me. Java C is available at the bin folder. Where is this bin folder? JDK. Where is this JDK? Java folder. Where is this Java? C drive. This I must know at the time of installation of the Java software. And minimum point is what? Command prompt is nothing but operating system only. Command prompt is a part of the operating system or not? All right, sir, that's okay, fine. Then I prepared my Java program. I opened the command prompt where I typed directly Java C space tester.java. Observe carefully. When I type Java C space tester.java, what's going to be happen internally? When I type Java C space tester.java, who will take that Java C command and who will execute that Java C command? Operating system is responsible to execute Java C command. Operating system is responsible to execute Java C command. So because of that reason, first operating system will come to the command prompt. Operating system will take Java C command. Operating system will search for Java C command in its internal part of the internals of the Windows operating system. Operating system will take Java C command. Operating system will search for Java C command in all the internal commands of the operating system. MS-DOS commands are available. In Windows operating system, some commands are predefined. It will check Java C, whether Java C is available or not in the internals of the operating system. If Java C is not available inside the operating system, then what is that operating system thinking? No, operating system will think this is not the internal command of the operating system. It may be the part of the explicit software which was installed on the top of the operating system. To know the location where Java C is available, operating system must go for the path environment variable. Now tell me, guys, in our system, in how many ways we are able to set path environment variable? In 2 ways. What are the 2 ways? No, temporary setup, and second one is what? No, permanent setup. First priority will be given for what? Temporary setup. Then directly operating system will go to temporary setup, where it will take the path environment variable. At a temporary setup, path environment variable is available, operating system will go to all the locations of the temporary setup. Got my point or not? Okay, fine. For example, if the temporary setup is not existed, there, directly path environment variable, directly operating system will go to what? No, permanent setup. There it will search for the path environment variable. To the path environment variable, some locations are provided. Operating system will go to each and every location which are referred by path environment variable. At all the locations which are referred by path environment variable, if Java C is not existed, all the locations which are referred by path environment variable, their operating system will give a message to us. What is that message here? We are able to get no Java C cannot be recognized as an internal command, an external command, or an operable program, or a batch file. By seeing this message, what we have to understand? What is our understanding by seeing that message? No, even though I installed Java software in our computer, but operating system did not aware where that Java C command is available. But I know the location where Java C command is available. Immediately, I have to give that information to the operating system. What is that information there? Are Java C you search at different locations, no? But don't go for that locations. Don't search in that locations. that Java C is available in this particular location, come to this location and search for Java C. That information I have to give to the operating system. To give that information to the operating system, we have to set path environment variable to the bin location of our JDK. Bin location of our JDK. Got it or not? Right, sir. Okay, fine. How we are able to set a path environment variable to bin location? No. Set the path is equal to C:/Java /JDK 1.8.0 underscore 20 slash bin. Up to that we set there clearly. Yes, sir. Got it or not? Okay, fine. Whenever we set this, again, what we have to do and command prompt again Java C space test.java. Again, what's going to be happen now? Tell me. Now this time what happened there? Again, operating system will take Java C. Operating system will search for Java C in its internal commands list. Not available. Then operating system will search for that Java C at the locations referred by path environment variable and temporary setup. No. Now at the locations referred by path environment variable, Java C is available or not? In this location, already we set that path environment variable to bin location. Java C is identified in that bin location or not? When Java C is identified in that bin location, immediately operating system will come to this bin location where operating system will search for Java C. Now the Java C is available or not? Identified. When Java C is identified, immediately operating system will execute the Java C. Immediately operating system will execute Java C. By the execution of Java C command, Java compiler software will be activated. By the execution of the Java C command, which software will be activated? Java compiler software will be activated. When Java compiler software is activated, Java compiler will come into the picture and Java compiler will come to the command prompt, and Java compiler will take the file name what we provided along with the Java C command. Whatever the file name we provided along with Java C command, that file name would be taken by Java compiler. Then Java compiler will search for test.java file at current location. What is that current location here? D:/Java 830. At a D:/Java 830, for example, if a test.java file is not existed, if a test.java file is not existed at current location, immediately compiler will give a message to us. What is that message that compiler is able to provide? No, Java C : file not found : test.java. What is the meaning? What is the message we are getting by saying that? No, when we try to compile our test.java file, but compiler is giving this message in the sense compiler did not find the specified file name at the current location. So we have to cross check it. Really the test.java file is existed or not existed, that we have to check. Okay, if it is existed, then still we are getting this error in the sense maybe some spelling mistakes are available in a file name when we are typing. There we have to check. Whatever may be the mistake we have done that, then try to correct it. If file is not existed, try to provide the file. If any spelling mistake is available in the file name, then try to correct it on command prompt here. Again, try to compile this one. This time what happened there? If this time if the file is existed, file is existed. If file is existed, then what compiler will do? No, compiler will start compilation right from starting point of the file to ending point of the file. Each and every line, each and every part of the program that compiler will compile. If any violations are available in our program, Java has a set of rules and regulations. If any rule is violated inside our program, immediately compiler will generate some error message and it will display that error message on command prompt. If my program is correct, if my program is 100% correct, no errors are available, effectively I have written the program, no errors are available, then immediately compiler will generate .class files. Compiler will generate what? No, .class files. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity or not? All of you are getting clarity or not? No response, guys. So sufficient. Can I go for the execution process now? Can I go for execution process? Right, sir. Can I go for execution process? Java C searching process is a every time work. Every time when you type Java C and command prompt, every time operating system will perform the same thing internally. Okay, right, sir. Again, I'm asking there. Can I go for the next topic, or are you required one more time? Yes. Can I go for execution process? Okay, fine. But still, I'm not getting satisfaction by seeing your faces. What I have to do? And some faces are very much glow, and some faces are totally dull. They are thinking internally, "Arey yaar, I'm not understanding completely, but sir is asking to me to go for next topic. What I have to say? If you say yes, he will go to next topic. If you say no, you have to tell one more time. Might be all remaining members will look at my face only. So what I have to do? Okay, let him to go at my home. I will check one time. He might be have this kind of thinking. After the session, with the doubtful only, will go to the home. But when he went to the home, he's totally busy with other work. He will not look at this content now. Then again, when tomorrow class is there, and when you come to the class tomorrow, Arey, yesterday is a doubt still is running in me, with me. But sir is going to repeat one more time, or and is waiting for that. If I'm not repeating one more time, the doubt is going on, going on, going on up to the end of the course. The same doubt is going on. That will not be completed. Yes, sir. Understand it now. And some people are asking one question to me, guys. Observe carefully. Sir, in C and C++, we don't set path environment variable, but program runs smoothly. But why in Java? That is the design of the C and C++ software. But this is the design of the Java software. Definitely, that softwares are having some variation. So in that way, what you are expecting in C and C++, in that way, C and C++ softwares are designed. But here, what happened there in the case of Java? Java was designed in this fashion only, in this way only. Answer my point here. But one more thing I'm telling to you. See, in the case of Java, after installation of Java software, we are setting path environment variable explicitly or not. That we have done explicitly or not. Observe carefully. But when we go for Python software, when we install Python software, path environment variable will set automatically. Just if we select a path, some option there, automatically that does. Python software installation will set path environment variable automatically in our system. That we are not setting explicitly. Not only this, if we install Oracle database there in our system, automatically path environment variable will set to the a particular location where commands are available. If we install MySQL database software in our computer, path environment variable will set automatically internally. That the developers are not doing anything. Directly they are able to open command prompt and they are able to use commands. But what is the Java design? Java doesn't have such kind of option. Java is expecting explicit path setup. But other softwares are doing internally automatically that path setup. But in the case of Java, Java doesn't have automatic setup internally. Java installation process is not doing any path setup internally. So it is asking to the developer to set path explicitly. That is one time work only. Setting path is one time work only. Permanently if you set, that will be available forever. That is Java design. This is Java design. But other softwares are what? No, they are related design. But don't compare these two. No, software to software installation process are varied. In some softwares installation path will be set automatically, but in other softwares installation path we have to set explicitly. Fortunately, in the case of Java, we have to set path environment variable explicitly. In the case of maybe C and C++ or maybe the Oracle database or Python or maybe MySQL, maybe SQL, MySQL database, no, their path is set automatically internally as part of the installation process. Okay, that's a clear cut information, guys. Understand it clearly. Okay, guys. Now, final touch. I won't be repeat. Why? Because if I repeat once again, maybe some other people may get boring. So final touch I want to give. Then after that I will move to the execution process. Be ready for it? All of you ready for it? Right, sir. Now let's come for this final information. Why? Because this is one of the important concepts. To understand internals is always better. Try to understand internals, all the concepts here. Right. Let me take one more time here. One more take. Just within 2 minutes of time I will complete it. But along with me, you have to give some answers. In some situations, I will ask questions there. There we have to give answers for me. Yes, sir. All of you ready or not? Right, sir. Ready for it now. All right, sir. First of all, I installed operating system. When I install operating system, what is my minimum awareness now? Command prompt will come automatically. Am I right or not? Command prompt is nothing but operating system. Operating system is nothing but command prompt here at present. Next one is I installed my Java software. Where I installed my Java software? C drive. Inside the C drive, Java folder. Inside the Java folder, JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202. Then inside this, bin folder. Inside this, Java C is available. Java C, all the commands are available in this location. When we install Java software, this we should know minimum. Okay, Java software is ready and operating system is also be ready. Next one is what? No, I prepare my Java program. Where I prepared my Java program? in a D drive inside the Java 830 folder. Inside this, then test.java given. Do you have any doubt about this location Java 830? Just it is a folder I created with respect to your batch timing. Don't think about Java, another level, another version of the Java. Some people are thinking about it directly. This is a folder name. I created that folder with respect to your batch timing. Okay, fine. Now inside this tester.java program is existed. Okay, inside this one class and one main method I have written. That's okay. Everything is good. Next, I have to compile my program. To compile the program, what we have to do? Open the command prompt. In that command prompt, what we have to do there? Go to the location where our Java file is existed. At which location my Java file is available? D:/Java 830 location. Where what is the command we have to use to compile the Java program? Open your mouth. Java C space test.java. When we type Java C space test.java, who will come to the picture and who will execute the Java C command? No. Come on, operating system has to execute the Java C command. So operating system will take Java C. Then immediately operating system will search for Java C in its internal commands list. Operating system will search for Java C in its internal commands list. Is that Java C is available or not available inside the internal commands list of the operating system? Available or not available? Not available. As you know already, Java C is available at explicit software, that is JDK, inside the JDK bin location. So Java C is not available inside the operating system. Okay, then immediately operating system will think this is not the part of internals of the operating system. It will be the part of some explicit software installed on the top of the operating system. But where that Java C is available? In which software that Java C is available? To know that information, operating system must go for which variable? To know the location of Java C, operating system must go to the which locations? Which environment variable? Path environment variable. Operating system will go to path environment variable. Now tell me, in how many ways we are able to set path environment variable? Two ways. What are the two ways? No, temporary setup and permanent setup. If temporary setup is not available, then operating system will go to what? Permanent setup. In the permanent setup, path environment variable is available. Operating system will go to all the locations which are referred by path environment variable. If Java C is not available in all the locations which are referred by path environment variable, where operating system will give an error message or not? Operating system will give an error message or not? Yes, sir. What is that error message, sir? Now tell me. Error colon Java C cannot be recognized as an internal command or an external command or an operable program or a batch file. This message we are getting. By seeing that message, what we have to do? What is our understanding by seeing that message? No, even though I installed a Java software in my system, but operating system is not aware where that Java C is available. So we have to give that information to the operating system or not? How we are able to give that information to the operating system? By setting a path environment variable. What we have to do now? Set a path is equal to bin location here we have to provide. Am I right or not? When we provide this total setup there, then immediately what operating system will do now? Operating system again, after setting this path now, we have to provide Java C space test. Again, operating system will take it. Operating system will search for this in its internal commands list, not available. Then it will go to the path environment variable at temporary location, where path environment variable is having the location or not. Then operating system will go to this path and it will go to this particular location. What is that location there? Now tell me. What is that location? C drive. Inside the C drive, Java. Inside the Java, JDK 1.8.0. Inside this bin. Inside this Java C is available or not? When Java C is available, then what next one there? Operating system will execute the Java C or not? By the execution of Java C command, which software will be activated? Java compiler software will be activated. Java compiler software will be activated. When Java compiler software is activated, then Java compiler will come to the command prompt. Java compiler will come to the command prompt, where Java compiler will take the file name what we provided. Java compiler will search for this file at the current location. What is the current location here? D:/Java 830. Current location. Okay, good. When Java software, when a compiler is searching for test.java at current location, if test.java file is not existed at current location, if test.java file is not existed, for example, not existed at current location, then immediately Java compiler will give an error message or not? Java compiler will give an error message or not? What is that error message here? Java C colon file not found colon test.java. This error we are getting. For example, if test.java file is available at current location, then what a compiler will do? What compiler will do? Compiler will start compilation right from starting point of the file to ending point of the file or not. Please remember this point here. Execution process will start directly from main method. But compilation process will start right from starting point of the file to ending point of the file, irrespective of the main method and irrespective of the main class. For execution purpose, main method is mandatory. But for compilation purpose, main method is not normal method. Main method is not mandatory. Any Java class, any Java method is sufficient. For execution purpose, main method, main class are required. But for compilation purpose, main method, main class is not mandatory. Even though we provide main method, compiler will treat that main method as a normal Java method. Compiler will check that main method syntax as like normal Java method syntax only. No priority will be given for main method by compiler. But JVM will give priority for main method. JVM will start program execution at starting point of the main method. Is that all of you are getting it or not? Okay, fine. Now compiler will start compilation right from starting point of the file to the ending point of the file. Clear or not? Okay, if errors are available in our program, error messages will be displayed on command prompt. If errors are not available in our program, compiler will not raise any error. Okay, when it is not raising any error, then what it will do? It has to generate which files? No, it has to generate which files? No, dot class files. Am I right or not? Dot class files only able to generate. That's okay, good. This is the total compilation process here we understood. What is the status now? Okay. I don't have any ego problems. If you require still one more time, I'm ready to explain that. I don't have any ego problem. Check your status. Otherwise, do one thing. Today, let me complete remaining part also. Try to listen the video. Try to watch this video, or in the material also clear-cut steps are available. Try to read the steps in the material and try to listen this video 1 or 2 times. Remove your material and stop your video also. Take one white paper and try to imitate me. I'm telling you, try to imitate me, or if it's possible, if anybody else is available in our house now, call that person and sit along with him. Try to explain this entire process to them. Really, I'm telling there. One time, if you explain this entire process to your friends or your somebody else, you will get more knowledge and you will understand clearly the concept. Just try for it today. Try for it now. Then you will understand tomorrow. Then come to the tomorrow and give that information feedback to me. What you have to do? Just one time watch this video. Keep aside. Take one white paper. Try to explain in internally the total figure, total situation, total process. Definitely in somewhere else you have some mistakes. That means definitely somewhere else you miss the link. When you miss the continuation, again watch the video and try to continue that. Or else open that material and try to see the total steps. No, try to continue it. Try to practice the same scenario until you are getting the total flow, complete flow. Then after that, and call one person, even though they are not related to Java, call that person, try to explain the total process to that person, try to check your satisfaction level. If nobody is available along with you, then what we have to do? I'll give one scenario. What we have to do? I think at your homes some mirrors are available, right? Mirrors are exist or not? 2x7 height mirror or maybe 3x8 mirror are available or not? A big mirror. Stand in front of that mirror. Try to explain in which way I'm taking the class. Try to explain the same thing. Assume it 100 members are sitting in front of you. Try to explain yourself. Definitely, teaching capabilities will be improved there only. Stand in front of the mirror and assume it 100 members are sitting in front of me. Then try to explain yourself. Definitely you will get more content. Sure, I'm sure about it. After explaining like this, try to check the information. You will remember that information forever. You will not forget that information there for the lifelong, for the maximum long term. So try to do this now. Right, sir? Good. All right. Every time compilation of the program, same process will be happen internally. Every time compilation of the program, dot class files are generated every time with the new version. New version of dot class files will be generated every time. For example, one time I compiled program. no errors are available, dot class files are existed. Again, second time I'm trying to perform the compilation. Yes, old dot class file overridden with the new dot class files. Newly dot class files are generated, old dot class files are overridden with the new dot class files. Every time compilation, dot class files are generated, no doubt for that. Okay, good guys. All right, sir. Now I'm asking one question. Now try to answer for it. After compilation of the Java file, how many dot class files are generating? Is that one dot class file or more than one dot class file? Please respond for me. After compilation of the Java file, how many dot class files are generated? Is that one dot class file or more than one dot class file? Right, our answer is what? One dot class file. Clear or not? Our answer is what? One dot class file. Wrong statement. It's wrong statement, not right statement. Remove the statement from your mind. I'll give the information. Listen all of you carefully. Listen all of you carefully. Generating number of dot class files. Generating number of dot class files is not on the basis of the number of Java files which we compiled. Is not on the basis of the number of .java files which we compiled. Is totally depending on the number of classes which you have used in our Java file, totally depending on the number of abstract classes which you have declared in our Java file, number of interfaces which you declared in our Java file, number of enums, which number of inner classes, not enum, forget about enum, number of enums which we declared in our Java file, and a number of inner classes which we declared in our Java file. For each and every class, for each and every abstract class, for each and every interface, for each and every enum, for each and every inner class, a separate dot class file will be created. This is Java internal design. This is Java. Java was prepared in that way only. Java compiler was prepared in that way only. That we have to follow. Tell me guys, all of you now tell me. Generating number of dot class files is totally depending on, is not depending on the number of Java files which we compiled, but it is totally depending on number of classes, number of abstract classes, number of interfaces, number of enums, and number of inner classes which we have written in our Java file. For each and every class, for each and every abstract class, for each and every interface, for each and every inner class, for each and every enum, a separate dot class file will be created. Think a minute about it. I have a single Java file. One Java file I have taken, where inside the Java file, 5 classes, 5 abstract classes, 5 interfaces, 5 inner classes, 5 enums I have taken. 5 classes, 5 abstract classes, 5 interfaces. Then what next one here? 5 enums up to now 20, and 5 inner classes 25. Overall 25 items I prepared in my Java file. All of them are declared inside the Java file, but only single Java file. In a single Java file, these many things I have written. Now tell me, if I compile this Java file, how many dot class files will be created? How many dot class files will be created, guys? Now tell me. Is that one dot class file or 25 number of dot class files? 25 number of dot class files here will be created. 25 number of dot class files will be created. Observe carefully. So we are going to see the 25 number of dot class files also. Yes, sir, got it or not? Okay, 1 minute. Right, guys. Now 25 number of dot class files here we are getting. Still, some of you are not understanding. That means not believing this point here. Then I will show that proof to you clearly. I will show this all the proofs now. Whatever the explanation I have given, some proofs here I want to show. Okay. Now let's observe this clearly, all of you guys. In a D drive, Java 830 is available, right? So number of Java files are existed, sir. Java files and back files and all the files, Java files are available. These many Java files are existed. Let me delete all these Java files. I deleted all the Java files. Now here also be test.java, test.java, test.java back. I deleted all of them. Sir, okay. Only like text files and PNG files are available. Paint related files are existed. That's okay. Now batch files, 3 batch files are existed. Okay, clear. Now here what I will do, and moreover I open this command prompt. In this command prompt, set the path is equal to something I've written. Something I've written. That means I'm erasing that original path or not. Path is not existed here. Even that permanent setup is also been not existed. Assume like this. Okay. Right, sir. Now here what I'm telling now, I'll go for D colon CD Java 830 location. Now inside this location, then what we have to do there? What we have to do there? Where Java files are available or not available? Java files are existed or not existed? I removed all the Java files. Am I right or not? I removed all Java files. Am I right or not? dir, if I type this one command, internal command of operating system, what we are able to get there? All the stuff which is available at d colon slash Java 830 we are getting. Check this one here: PNG file, text file, docs folder, PNG file, bat files, and PNG files, BMP file, something else, PNG. Right, sir. Have you seen any .java file? No .java file here we have seen. That's okay, fine. For example, Java C space test.java. Is the test.java is available or not? Not available. And check, remember this, previously, initially, set a path is equal to something I typed or not. That means path I corrupted or not. Path is also not available. Now, if I click on enter button, what you are expecting on command prompt now, tell me? Definitely, we are able to get an error message like Java C cannot recognize it as an internal command or an internal external command or an operable program or batch file. Click on enter button, we are getting this message or not? Java C is not recognized as an internal or an external command or an operable program or batch file. Got it or not? Okay, so what we have to do? We have to set a path environment variable. And then what we have to do now? Set the path is equal to, what is that locations are? Now tell me. C drive and Java JDK 1.8.0 pin. Copy this, let me copy this, then paste here, then semicolon. Okay. Now Java C is recognized by operating system. Operating system will search for Java C at the path environment variable location. Operating system will execute the Java C. By that, compiler will start our compilation or not. But before that, Java compiler has to search for test.java file. Am I right or not? Java C space test.java. Now tell me, is the test.java is existed current location or not? Available or not available? Not available. I deleted all of them here. Click on enter button. Now here what we are getting there. Now read this first one now. Java C space file not found. What we are getting there? Test.java. So that error we are getting from compiler or from operating system. This error is provided by whom? Compiler or operating system? Compiler, not by operating system. Operating system will give the error message like this command is not identified, this particular command is not found. This message only we are getting. But if file is not found, in the sense whose mistake it is, no, who will identify this error, no, compiler will provide this error message. Got my point or not? Now compiler will check for it. Okay, test.java file is not existed. Clear or not? So I need to create test.java file or not? So to create the test.java file here, what we have to do there, edit plus I will take. Okay, I agree. Okay, fine. Edit plus file new Java. File new Java. Now here the Java program here we are getting there. What we have to do, sir? Now tell me. I have to write some name, whatever it may be. Any name here we can use. Okay, test is the name I given. The next one is like what? No, Cessna outer println. I have to specify like what? No, welcome to Java programming. Welcome to Java programming. That information I specified. And then what next one? I have to save this file or not? Where I have to save this file now? Tell me. Where I have to save this file now? Tell me. Remember this, I am removing that semicolon. I forgot to specify semicolon. Intentionally, I'm not providing semicolon. Okay, I need to save this program or not? Where I have to save this program there? D colon Java 830. Where my file name should be what? Test.java. Test.java. Session I followed now. No public element is available. Java has given a session. That session I'm following it. Test.java. Saved it. I need to compile this program or not? Right, sir. Now, whenever we are getting this one, I prepared the Java file. Java C space test.java. Then what we have to do now? If I click on enter button, now we are getting, I think in my Java program, some error is available. Error is available. Am I right or not? Whenever we are getting error, then immediately it is displaying error message or not? semicolon expected. Where semicolon is expected, in this location semicolon is expected. Like here only one error. Like this, any number of errors we are able to get. So all the errors we have to correct it or not. Open Java program, identify where the error is available. Then try to correct it. Please, I am telling one point. I strongly believing one point. No, those who are getting more number of errors, you are going to learn Java more and more. Those who are getting less number of errors, you are going to learn a less concept. Follow this principle definitely. In the first attempt, you will get a 50 number of errors. By seeing that errors, don't throw away your system. Don't go outside of your system. If you are seeing that 50 number of errors, when we see 50 number of errors in our system, feel happy. Feel happy. Why? Because you are going to, then you have to say yourself congratulations internally. When you are getting 50 number of errors, and say internally congratulations. Why? Because this is a path to learn a maximum concept. Then what you have to do? Read error carefully. Read error carefully. When we read error, automatically you will get the solution in your mind. Understand it, care? So for example, semicolon is missing. Of course, I shown to you semicolon. Okay, semicolon is existed, sir. Okay, somewhere else I have done some mistake there. I don't know what that mistake I have done there. Some mistake I have done. I don't know what that mistake I have done here. Got my point? Semicolon, everything it seems right. Okay. Okay, I saved my program and trying to compile that program. I don't know what that error is coming there at the time of writing the program. At the time of writing the program, I don't know what we are going to get there. Let me compile this program. Java C space test.java. Now here we are getting an error. What we have to do? Have patience. Read the first error. Cannot find a symbol. That means what is the meaning of it? No, some symbol is not found. Some symbol is not as per the Java. Then immediately arrow mark is coming there where that symbol is identified. Arrow mark. When we come to this arrow mark, immediately we can identify the error. Easily we can identify the error. Most of the people are not doing this process. Most of the people are not having patience to read the error message. That's a problem. Read the error message, cannot find the symbol. Definitely some symbol is not found. So what that symbol? Where arrow mark is available. Whenever we are seeing this OT, system.out.println, that we know that statement, when we are seeing that OT, it is very simple to identify that error, to rectify that error or not. Compiler will give every information for us. But only the thing is what? We have to read that error with patience. If we read that error, easily we can identify that error. OT we are getting. Okay, by seeing that OT, what is this OT in Java? As I write the program system.out.println, I know OT is not available here. There in place of OT, what we have to provide there? Out we have to provide. That information we are getting automatically in our mind. Then immediately open the Java file, where go to the location where that system.out.println, where we have to go for like what now? Out. Correct it. Okay, first error we corrected. Again, 49 number of errors are still remaining. Read that 49th error. Again correct it. Again correct it. Again correct it. After 50 attempts, if you execute our program and if you are getting output, there you feel very happy. That kick is totally different. On first attempt, when I run my program, if I get output, what is the kick with me? After 50 number of failures, if you are getting win, that success will be the great success. On first attempt itself, if you are win, but appreciable. First attempt win is appreciable, but no kick with you. Sure. So because of that reason, whenever we are having errors, don't scred by seeing the errors. Read the error, try to correct it. If you are not getting any thought to correct that error, what we have to do? Still don't go away from your system. In your system, you are having internet connection. Open Google. Try to as is copy paste that error in the Google search. A number of solutions will come. Read that solution by solution. Try to implement it in our system. Then try to correct that error. There we are able to get knowledge. Writing Java program is nothing, sir. Minimum. Just from websites you can copy and we can paste into your IDE. That's it. But correcting errors is the main task there. Come out from that errors is the main task. That you have to do every time now. Yes, sir. Are you getting confidence what I'm telling to you? Might be in our academics when we run. See, I will give one funny situation what I had there. In my BTech, first year BTech, C and data structures subject is available. In my BTech first year, what happened? Unfortunate thing is what? That the C faculty and myself both are not good. But he is not coming to the classes regularly. He is not doing anything. Unfortunately, some of my classmates, they went to the HOD and they complained against him to that HOD. That's a problem. And then immediately what he thought that he is having some kind of thinking about that particular class. Why? Because any trainer is getting some complaints from a particular session, definitely is thinking something about it. Unfortunately, my face and my friend's face are more popular in my classes now. Then what I have to do? That C trainer thought of me myself is a key person for the total issue. Okay, good. That kind of rivalry is going on there. Then finally, what happened there? C and data structures practicals are coming in the lab. Every person is an individual there. A trainer is available. Almost all is looking seriously on my face also. I observed that. Okay, definitely one 70 movie is going on today. I understood that. I thought of it internally. I decided. Then I got a question. My question is what? Try to implement stack operations by using C programming language. What I have to write? In the first year BTech, nothing, everything is a wonder only. Everything is wonder. Every minute we feel wonder, but we didn't recognize anything. Up to intermediate Telugu medium, BTech English medium, everybody is speaking in English only. Nobody is speaking in Telugu. What we have to do? What we are understanding there? Nothing. Finally, we went for that exam. Then he said to me, just write your program first on the paper. Whatever the knowledge I have there, by the time I've written the total, almost all 4 pages of program I've written. Then after writing the program, he asked me, just come to me. Then I went there and he saw my total program. When he sees the total my program, directly he has given a smile to me and he asked, will this program is running in our system? Are you able to run this program there? Yes, I said to him, yes, why not? I have written that program there. Go ahead. He has given system and I started typing the program. I write and written. Up to the last minute of the duration, I write the program only. Every 10 minutes he came to me, he asked me, you completed the program or not? Just 10 minutes like that, I drag it up to last minute of the program. Okay. In the last minute, what happened when I compile my program there, C program, when I compiled there, nearly almost 66 or 60 number of errors came. 67 number of errors came. And then I'm looking other persons also. Other persons are already completing their program, they are leaving from lab. And finally, myself is only the person remaining in the lab. My trainer sat besides to me only, but he's not looking at my screen. Okay, then what happened? At one line, I got that error message. No? At the 75th line, I got error message. For example, 75th, I said to you. 75th line, I got an error. Then what I have done there? I opened the program. Then here error is coming now. I deleted the 75th line. I deleted 75th line. Again, I compiled the program. Now this time I'm getting only 60 errors only. Alright, this technique is very good. All errors are going to be completed. No, like that I removed each and every line. Total lines, each and every line I removed there. And finally, I got zero number of errors. I feel very happy. At least zero number of errors I get there. But I open the program where I seen only 3 lines of code. All the lines are gone. 3 lines of code I there. Then immediately my faculty came to me. Then he asked me, complete program or not? Partially I completed. I said to him, show what is that partial execution. Just I compiled the program there. Then I shown him zero number of errors. Look at this zero number of errors now. Okay, execute the program. How I can execute it? What is there inside the program? Finished. My lab is completed. With a stamp mark, I passed it. But pass is guaranteed, definitely in my college. At any cost, pass is guaranteed. Why? Because principal has given that condition to every faculty. Don't fail any student in any exam. Minimum guarantee pass. Okay, with pass mark we complete it. But don't do this kind of trial in our systems while doing Java. If we do this kind of trials in our system there, then what will happen? What will happen? This is your life test, right? This is for the sake of your life. You are learning the concept. Put reality. When errors are coming, don't remove the statement. Try to correct that error within the same statement. Observe carefully. Still, if you are not getting solution for it, and check in Google. If Google is not sufficient for your knowledge, try to check in YouTube. A number of resources are available. Still, it is not completed, sir. Next day, come to me with your laptop. Within 1 minute, I will correct your error. I'm sure about it. Within 1 minute, I will complete your error. Even we can count time also. Any error we can bring to me in Java. Within 1 minute, I will finish it. I will not take much time also. The last option. Why? Because immediate option is what? Check your errors in Google. Try to practice in this way. Try to read that solutions from the Google. Try to implement that solutions in our system. Repeat the same thing until you are getting success. Still, you are not getting solution. all the resources you checked at your material, at your home, every resource you checked, still you are not getting error. Next day, bring your laptop to me. Within 5 minutes or 2 minutes, I will correct your error and I'll finish the total process. Yes, sir. Got it or not? Okay, fine. Now tell me, again I'm asking to you. All right, sir. Now here, error I corrected. When I corrected this error, I need to compile the program or not? Java C space test dot Java. No error. My program is success. Then I can execute this program or not? I will execute this program. Java C space test. All right. Here we are getting welcome to Java programming. Output we are getting or not? That's okay. Fine. Observe carefully. Again here, what I'm trying to do now. D drive Java 830 back file and a dot class file I am trying to remove. Dot Java file is existed, sir. Observe carefully. Dot Java file is existed. Am I right or not? Okay, clear. And now inside this dot Java file, see what I'm trying to show now. Dot class file will be created for every class, for every abstract class, for every interface, for every enum, for every inner class. I said, practically I'm trying to show that. Try to observe this clearly. Right, sir. First of all, I want to take enum E. Enum is also like a class. I'll explain later what is that E. Next one is interface I. Interface is also like a class. Okay, next one is like what now? Abstract class A. Abstract class is also a class. Next one is after that class B, normal class. Not abstract class, not interface, not enum, normal class. Inside this normal class, I have written one class, class C. What is this class C? Inner class. Inside class B, class C. Class C is acting as what? Inner class. Okay, fine. What is this a tester now? What is this tester? Main class. Test is what now? Main class. Guys, observe carefully. How many items I have written in this Java file now? Overall, how many items now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I compile this Java file, how many dot class files I'm expecting now? How many dot class files I'm expecting now? 6 number of dot class files here we are expecting or not? Okay, let me check this now. Now before compilation, CLS, right, dir, I want to show this. How many dot class files are existed here? Now check this here. Do you have any dot class file here? Of course, dot Java file is existed or not? Tester.java is available, but no dot class file is existed. Am I right or not? Previously, one dot class file was created, I removed that. Of course, dot back file is available. That is created by edit plus backup file. Dot back file is what? No, backup file. That is created by edit plus, not related to Java. For any file, backup file is created by editor, edit plus. Okay, don't think much about this one here. Okay, now no dot class file is available. Why? Because I didn't compile the program. Now I'm trying to compile the program, guys. Java C. What we have to do then? Now tell me. Java C. Then tested dot Java. We have to say, we have to type this pause or not. This command. When I click on this command, how many dot class files are created? How many dot class files will be created? 6 number of dot class files. Click on enter button. Yes. Dot class files are generated. I want to check how many dot class files are existed. dir. Open it. Now check this, guys. All of you now check this now. Right, sir. Here what we are getting there? A dot class. That is abstract class dot class file or not? Next one is B $C dot class. This is a dot class file for inner class. That C is an inner class which is available inside the outer class B. Next one is a B dot class is available. B dot class is what now? Normal class. Normal class. Next one is what here? Then after that E dot class is available. That is what now? Enum dot class. I dot class file is existed. This is what now? Interface dot class file. Next one is a test dot class available. That is what not? Test class. Right, sir. Now all the dot class files are completed or not? How many dot class files here we are getting? For each and every class, for each and every abstract class, for each and every interface, for each and every enum, for each and every inner class, a separate dot class file is created or not? Tell me what is the format of the inner class dot class file? No, outer class name dollar inner class name dot class. Outer class name dollar inner class name dot class. So here we are getting it. So finally, what is the conclusion here? How many dot class files are created? 6 number of dot class files are created. This is a proof here we can observe clearly. Right, sir. That's okay, fine. Next one, for example, I saved this program. Again, I'm trying to compile the program. Java C space tester.java. Again, I'm trying to compile the program. Again, dot class files are created or not? Again, dot class files are created, but old dot class files are overwritten with new dot class files. Definitely, every time, new dot class files will be created. Old dot class files are overwritten with new dot class files. Yes, sir, all of you are getting it or not? What I'm trying to say now. That's it now. This is the total scenario how we are able to perform compilation process. Okay. Then after that, I have some questions here. Few questions are remaining in this process. What few questions are remaining there? I have a location d:/java 830 location is available where 100 Java files are available. Up to now we have seen how to compile one single Java file which contains one class or more than one class, that doesn't matter. How to compile single .java file. But my requirement is at a current location how many .java files are available. All the .java files I want to compile. At a current location how many .java files are available. I want to compile all the Java files, all the .java files. That's my requirement. If we want to compile all the .java files which are available at current location, there we have to use star notation. There we have to use what? Star notation. Okay. Where some patterns we are going to use to compile the files now. When we want to compile multiple Java files, there we are able to use some patterns. Through that patterns, we are able to compile more than one file. But how to use that file and everything, we are going to understand on tomorrow, guys. Anyway, time is not sufficient today. Tomorrow is a Saturday, right? By tomorrow, we are going to complete the total process. You'll complete the total analysis part on tomorrow. So finally, tomorrow I will give conclusion about this particular steps to prepare first Java application. On Monday onwards, second unit, third unit, I'm going to start. The third unit is language fundamentals. Fundamentals of the Java programming. Gradually, we're moving inside the Java. Step by step moving. All right, guys, just 2 minutes of time I want to talk with you guys. Almost the last 10 to 15 days onwards you are attending. Seriously, our classes from 10 days only. 10 classes might become 10 or 15 classes I completed. Yes, sir. You're all attending these 10 classes. Even if you are missing any class, I'm giving some video support and everything is okay. Good. But I'm asking you there, what about our situation? All of you are understanding these concepts clearly. Everything is going on cool. So that means whatever the expectations we are having on my classes, all you reached your expectations. Is it clear to all of you? Everybody feeling happy with my classes? If anything is wrong, if anything is lack, convey that message to me. I'll try to correct it. Anyway, especially I'm asking to you in the classroom environment, the screen, mic, chairs, and myself. This is a class. Am I right or not? The surrounding, that means total environment is. Of course, myself is beautiful. That's okay. Leave it. My screen is good or not? Mic is good or not? No response, guys. When I'm talking about mic, mic is good or not? Classroom is good or not? Any disturbances are available? No disturbance are existed. Okay, good. In the same tempo and the more than this, double of the tempo, we are going to conduct these classes. Don't worry for this. Why? Because just we are entering inside the subject only. It's a matter of 2 to 3% of the Java I'm talking now. How to install the Java software, how to do programming, total internals I'm covering, step by step I'm covering. If you have patience level, you will become as a king in Java. I'm sure about it. But time to time we have to come for the classes. Moreover, I'm asking one more thing. My regularity and my punctuality is also important. Am I start my classes exactly on same time or not? Am I completing my classes exactly at same time or not? Even 2 minutes delay also I'm not accepting. 1.5 hours of duration maximum I'm taking the class. Am I right or not? Okay, that means you are expecting the same regularity and punctuality from me or not? No response, guys. Expected or not? Why don't I expect the same thing from you? Okay, myself is good or not? What about you? 100% you are doing the same thing or not? Are you coming to the classes regularly? Yes, sir. Tomorrow I will count the head count. Are you coming to the class exactly on time? You are not aware. Just 5 minutes before itself, I used to stay there. 5 to 10 minutes, even initially 15 minutes before I came there. But after starting my class, up to half an hour, maybe up to 1 hour also, people are trying to come inside the class. Okay, don't worry. Then definitely myself will be regular and punctual, but I'm expecting the same thing from you. Up to know you are not following the same thing, but try to follow it. It will be better thing for you. Discipline is more important than any other one. If you are disciplined, definitely your life is going to be in a proper manner. Otherwise, you will get disturbances. Really, I'm telling that. Wherever, wherever you are, try to follow timing and regularity. Definitely, that will help you a lot in our throughout the remaining life. If you want to achieve heights in our life, sure. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. You'll continue tomorrow. Thank you. Guys, and thank you guys and those who are attending in online. And Christopher, and we'll talk about the duration. Definitely, I'll complete as early as possible. But I thought of it, it will be 3 months of time for core Java. Don't worry, I'll try to manage it. But anyway, all these things, then what I'm telling there, I need to cover more and more content. That's my main scenario. Okay, don't worry. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Tomorrow we'll meet. Yeah, I will share, Priyank. I will share these notes and everything. Don't worry. JDK and Jerry, I will talk Sunil in the future. Just JDK I given just total Java software. Jerry is a runtime environment. Up to that it's sufficient. No, in a JVM architecture I will talk more about it. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.